A very good morning, my dear Silent Rose family. The other day I came across this quote: "A moment of patience in a moment of anger saves you 100 moments of regret." There's so much truth to this statement, no? Many a times when we're in the middle of an argument, or we see somebody who is opposed to our viewpoint of thinking, we're so hardwired to immediately retaliate or defend or justify our actions or the fact that we're trying to defend. Very rarely do we listen. Some of you at this point might be thinking, oh, really? What good can listening really do for anybody? But here's the thing there. When somebody is picking a fight with you or is very strongly arguing with you, the only motive there is that they want to be heard. Sometimes the person arguing with you themselves know that what they're saying is irrational, and most times they might know that you are in the right, but they still shout and throw a tantrum anyway. And the real reason for that is that they simply just want to be heard. And this is where Jesus gives us an open invitation to be quick to listen and slow to respond. And when you respond, of course, you need to stand by the truth, but do so with a certain level of prudence and kindness and compassion. But most importantly, make sure that you've done your fair share of listening before you respond. In the epistle of James, chapter 1, verse 19 to 20, we hear this: "Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger, for the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God." When you're in the midst of an argument, can you really put out fire with fire? So clearly the solution is not to scream back at the other person. Rather, listen and then see how can you bring God to that person. God's love, care and understanding to that person. At this point, there are two kinds of listening that you should do. One, you should be listening to the person in front of you, but the second kind is the important kind of listening that you need to do. You need to listen to the voice of the Holy Spirit, because most times it is the Holy Spirit who should be guiding you and telling you what you need to speak in that moment. In any argument, when we're so focused on staying on the fight mode, we many times forget to listen, and most times we miss out on the divine voice that is trying to guide us. And that is exactly what the devil needs from you, to escalate that argument and bring enmity between two people. Dear friends, always remember, God dwells in clarity, the devil dwells in confusion. In any interaction, God always wants to bring clarity, His peace and His joy in all circumstances. And so the best way to bring God into that situation is to be a good listener, to be so tuned to the voice of the Spirit that you know exactly what God would want you to tell that other person, to let that other person know that they are heard and they are loved. On that note, dear friends, I wish you a wonderful day And if there is anybody to whom you can lend a listening ear, may God bless that person through you. Have a blessed day, dear friends. God bless.